Hey, good morning, all. Forgive this rambling rant for being even more tangential than usual. Let's start off with the basics. These murder hornets is what they're calling them from China. Those were planned. See, Trump is playing God chess. Let's just assume that Project Looking Glass exists, okay? Let's assume he can see into the future and into the past. Whoever possesses this device, and if they're of good intent. See, now somebody that's of ill intent, for some reason it doesn't work as well because they can't see what we're doing. I don't get it all. But anyway, the way things are playing out, you can see that those with evil intent, primarily I'm calling out the governor of Michigan, and that freaking race bot down there in freaking Virginia. I know there's some brothers and sister warriors down there that swore to sacred oath, because that, for some reason, veterans love to populate that town. Y'all gotta plan some seriously peaceful protests, man. We gotta awaken whatever freaking mercenaries he's got guarding him. Seriously, man. I truly believe that we are, if we're not careful, in certain places, there is a higher probability that some form of civil unrest that may quite easily escalate will occur. See, the reason why we have to avoid those, because those provide false flag event targets. So, peacefully protest, but remember one thing that we were all taught in basic training: situational awareness. Know what's going on around you at all times. If someone has a firearm in their possession, eyes on, alert. Seriously, we have to be careful. While Q knows their playbook, and I truly believe the Patriots are in control, we do not know what they're up to. That's one of the reasons why we have to continue to pray. These murder hornets, they were coming in right after that fucking pandemic. That, Jesus, man, Trump's just sitting there letting Fauci talk all this shit when they know all about Fauci. See, they're just waiting so that, just like my dog's taking a shit under that tree, Nightmare's taking a nightmare shit. That's what I believe Trump is about to do. You do not have to worry about the plan. Pop some corn and enjoy the show. It's quite obvious what Trump and the Patriots are doing, at least to me. They're letting these guys do this shit. And the more... I recently saw some video footage showing... See, I thought Hillary collapsed because of this freaking... in 2016 at the 9/11 ceremonies, Hillary famously collapsed. And like many people, I believed it was from Kuru, because, hey, anybody who knows about Hillary knows she likes to eat human flesh. She's a fucking cannibal. So one of my virtual nurse friends said, hey, here's a description of the symptoms of Kuru, and it kind of explained it. But now that I've seen the photos where it appears that she was handcuffed, that explains why she collapsed. Okay? She collapsed in an attempt to avoid being brought in. But as you can, that was the one thing that a lot of people speculated on. If there was nothing wrong with her, why did they have to drag her into the back seat of that van? I believe that it was done intentionally because she was not cooperating now. So, if that's the case, let's just assume that Hillary's been arrested. That she was arrested even before the mother-freaking election occurred. Let's assume that happened. Okay? Then how did that happen without Obama knowing it? Because we're being led to believe that Obama was still doing ops well behind the scene, man, in clear violation of the Logan Act, which even though it's never been used, doesn't mean it won't ever be used. Logan Act is essentially treason. It's not even essentially, it is treason. When you collude with a foreign power and you are not the president, when you discuss things of national pertinence, national intent, you are essentially a traitor of the people of the Republic of the United States of America. And the one thing we got to start spreading besides the prayers and the positivity, so here's the deal then, okay? Getting back to what I was saying, here's the deal. Now you got one side trying to tell us that Hillary was arrested before the election occurred. Yeah, another side, another set of intel trying to tell us, and this is coming actually from the White House, from the unsealed indictments and shit, and from very high ups, that Obama knew that Obama was in charge. And it's quite clear that there was a shadow government even after he left. He built a freaking fortress within D.C. Okay? It's quite obvious that publishing company that was awarded the $365 million and gave Obama a $65 million book deal for one of the most unpopular presidents on the planet, quite obvious that was a kickback, especially when that publishing house, that 365 was awarded for freaking Common Core, which resulted in the dumbing down of American children. Yeah, your legacy is pretty much our legacy. See, I don't have any kids, so my kids are my writing. But our legacy now is, I don't know, 50% more likely to fail a written test of any sort. Because their comprehension skills are through the fucking, into the toilet. If they don't have a calculator with them when they go to the freaking supermarket, they'll believe whatever the store clerk tells them. Because they don't understand math in the way normal people understand math. And they don't understand logic in the way normal people understand logic. I believe, and like I said, I promised you this was going to be a weird rambling rant. I believe the first head to fall, and I'm predicting it right here, it's going to be Barry Soetoro. As I have stated, which got me labeled an ultra-conservative back in my Facebook days when I still paid attention to that account, as I have stated way back then, he never had a right to be fucking president in the first place. And when his treason trial is announced, it's gonna freaking shock the world. besides arresting Hillary. Come on.